Okay, we're here. Let me go ahead and get this started. Okay, so welcome back to the channel. And what I'm going to go through today is I'm going to kind of update my Beam Team set and kind of show you guys what I have on my Beam Team set. Talk about a few things. I just got a new one in, so we'll look at a few of these here and talk about them. So we'll throw a few out here. Now I am grading these with Tag, and I know that Tag is not the most prominent company. I love their slabs. These are all a part of my PC, and so um, these I just like how they look. They're just amazing. If you haven't had one of these in hand or looked at them or looked at the reports or any of that stuff, they're just amazing. So far, I'm really actually happy with a lot of the grades I have. I almost have this set totally completely finished. So it's basically done. I put my Jordan in for grading, so I don't have that one back yet. So here's a few of these. The one card I actually don't have right now is the Shack, and so I'm kind of currently looking for that. Let me know what you think about these slabs, though. So I do have an order. I'm going to be sending in a PSA as well here pretty soon. So I'll do a little reveal on that, show you what I'm getting from those. Um, I'm really happy with a lot of these. Now, some of them are low grades. I'm not going to go through why each one's whatever it is. Most of the issues with these are edge chipping. So if we look at the Scotty here, you can see that even this one's got it's got some edge chipping on it, and so it took it down to an 8.5 here with that. Okay, but centering is really nice. It's got a little off centering, left to right, but top to bottom centering is what kind of gets you on some of these. In fact, I have some really nice cards that are low grades here because of the top to bottom centering. So here's a few of these. All really happy with these ones. And let's go ahead and look at the next few. These aren't in any particular order. I kind of just grabbed them off of my shelf here. Let's grab four more and then we'll look at these. And then I'm going to show you the latest one I got and have a thought about it and ask you guys a question. This is actually the first card I ever had graded with Tag. So the first card I ever graded was a 7. I don't remember exactly why it's a 7. Oh, actually, I do. I don't know if I can show it on camera here or not. You'd have to look at the report, but there's right here, right below the B, there's actually, you kind of can see it. There's actually, I don't know what you want to call it, like maybe a crease or something. There's a little something there. Some of these came back nines. These are all just everything I purchased here is off of eBay. I love that picture of Mark Price right there. This one came back a 9. It's probably a low 9. You can see some white, a little bit of white, just a tad. But everything else, surface and everything was so good on these that these came back as a 9. Centering was really good. My Sean Kemp, I was a kind of a Sean Kemp fan growing up a little bit, and so I was so happy about this one. So um, I'm hoping that Tag eventually um, does a set registry so I can put this up as a set so people can kind of see what I have on this one. I think I'm the one that's graded actually most of the 92 beam teams. Um, so there's four more. Let's go look at a couple more here. I'm not going to make this a super long video here. We'll grab four more. And there's my Barkley. My Hakeem got a 9 on that. I was super happy about that. And my Reggie Miller. Dominique got a 7.5, 7.5, and I think I'm trying to remember why this one got a 7.5. I might have to look it up. Um, it might even be the top to bottom centering is off just too much, but there's got to be something else too with this one. I've looked all these up in detail, just can't remember why they all got the grades they got. But that's the nice thing about Tag and the reports you get. So I know Tag doesn't have resale like PSA. I don't know what's going to happen with Beckett. So I don't own any Beckett slabs. Kind of glad I don't. I've heard some people say that they might even crack their Beckett slabs out and just have them just be as raw cards. So which kind of surprises me a little bit because I think Beckett's gonna um, hold some value. I mean, it's not like it's not like the grade when they were graded was bad or anything, but really happy with the chuck here. Centering was so good. Again, all these were just bought off of eBay. Left to right's really nice on this one. Top to bottom was good. Edges on the front look amazing. Um, Edges on the back look really good. I'm trying to see if I can get this using kind of a new camera right here. Let's see if I can get it to kind of focus in on that. Is it focus? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, so yeah, the back was really nice and it's got like a little issue right there. It's on the back of the card. So I didn't do any of these with the 3-point scale. I am gonna put an order into Tag on some higher end stuff. That again, this is all for PC. Let me focus back in on those. Shoot, there we go. Um, so it's primarily for PC. So I'm not looking to flip any of these or any of that stuff. They just look so good on my shelf, and some people hate Tag, some people love it. I'm kind of I'm kind of the person that loves it, but wishes it had a little bit more respect in the industry. Um, Again, couple of nines that were nice, um, you know, and this one, the top, you could definitely tell on this one here. Let me refocus this camera here on this guy. You can definitely tell that top to bottom how bad that is. That was something I noticed with these beam teams was that the top to bottom is very often off center. And most people are looking left to right when they're checking these. So this one otherwise was a really clean card, but because that top to bottom was so off, it went down to a 7.5. So so some of them were pretty bad here. So there we go. Okay, so there's four more. Again, see, I got a lot of nines. I was really happy with those. And again, I do not have the Jordan or the Shaq just yet. The Jordan is being graded. Let's look at these two. Last two here. Oh, and I remember this one was also because of the top to bottom centering was really, really off. This one went all the way down to a 7. I think it may have had another issue on the back that also, I don't know. Again, I'd have to go look at my report, but let me focus on this guy so you can see a little bit better. And so you can see how much space is right there compared to up here. Um, Especially when you see it in person, compare it with some of the other cards, you can tell how off they are. I don't know if I'm going to bother um, trying to get higher grades on some of these lower grade ones. I'm not sure how worth it is to me. I'd probably rather move on to other things I want to collect. But you know, maybe, maybe. Okay, so here's my latest pickup. Okay, my latest pickup is this one, and this one is obviously a PSA, and I am going to crack this and send it into Tag. Most people would think that that is, heresy to crack a PSA slab, but it's not a super valuable card anyway. And I want all my stuff to be in Tag slabs for this set. Doesn't mean I'm going to do that for every set, but for this set, that's what I'm going to do. I have a question, and if you want to leave a comment, I'd be curious what your thoughts are. I think that this will go up in grade with Tag. I do not think this is actually a 7, uh, unless I'm missing some sort of major surface issue, which is possible. There could be some big surface issue that I just don't even see. But everything else looks really clean on it. So my prediction, you can leave your prediction in the comments if you want to, because I am going to cross this over, um, is I think this is going to be an 8 or an 8.5 with Tag. I really do. Um, I've done some crossovers before and been. I don't think I've had any. I don't think I've had any crossover actually go up a grade. So this would be like my first one. So give me your thoughts on that. That's my set so far. Again, that's every card in the entire set. There's, I believe, 21 cards in the set, and that's all of them except for the Jordan, the Shaq. I do have the Jordan. It's currently being sent in for grading. Um, and then I'm trying to get the Shaq. So I actually did have a Shaq that I sent in to tag, so I did get one, which I thought was pretty nice. I actually cracked it out of a PSA, I think. Was it a PSA? I can't remember if it was a PSA I cracked it out of, but it might have been. Um, and it came back as the dimensions were off. And so tag is very strict on what dimensions they'll actually grade. And so the dimensions were off. And I've actually had other cards that have had that I've sent into tag because they do precise, like tag does very, very precise measurements up to like, I want to say the third decimal on inches. So the thousandth of an inch, is that right? Yeah, thousandth of an inch. That's how accurate they are on the dimensions. And so they're pretty strict on what those standards should be. So they could really tell if cards have been like trimmed, things like that. You're not going to get a lot of that stuff past tag, I don't think, just because of the preciseness, and they give you all that information. So all right, let me know your thoughts on the set. I don't know, it's just a fun set. Again, it's not super valuable, but it's a fun set. um, some of my favorites I have really are obviously my higher grades that I got. um, so really I think my favorites would be like my Jordan, not my Jordan, why did I say that, my Barkley, my Elijah one. These are some of my favorites, and probably Kemp. Like these are all kind of my higher grades, but just some good players too. Um, and my probably my favorite card in the entire set is Mark Price. It's just such a goofy picture. I love it. I just love this picture. It's so fun, dude. There we are. I just I don't even know what he's doing right there. It's just one of those like in between. What is he doesn't have the ball. I don't even know where the ball is. He's just I don't know what's going on. All right, so we'll leave it at that. Let me know your thoughts. Again, let me know your thoughts on this one, and what do you think it'll cross over to? I'm gonna get, if I had to put money on it, because I said 8 or 8.5, so let me pick one. I'm gonna say 8.5. I'm gonna say 8.5. That's gonna be my guess. So